The other morning, very early, I was up listening to the radio in the small town where I live. I was astonished to hear that the day previous, Dr. Morgenthaler had died. We're not sure if it was in his sleep or if it was elsewhere. The circumstances the CBC did not give us. Years ago, when on the law books in Canada, the work that Dr. Morgenthaler did was regarded as a crime, it stopped being a crime after the government changed the law so that it became perfectly legal to abort babies. So the interesting thing is, all of the churches in Canada initially were against abortion. After the law was passed, there were many very weak knees about, and everybody let it drift till it became the correct thing to do. Now it is called a medical procedure. So this is rather an extraordinary state of affairs, where for hundreds of years in all civilizations the killing of a child merited tremendous punishment to the person that did it. In our society, at this part of our century, it has now become legal and proper and apparently expensive, depending on where you have it done. It's a most extraordinary state of affairs, especially when we remember that anything that is born of woman is human. It's a very old idea. And therefore anything that is human, by the fact that it is human, bears a mark called the human soul, which separates us from all other living things. This was part and parcel of the belief of Western civilization for centuries. But now, apparently, with this modern progress, as it is called, abortion has become legal. There is one major problem to this, more of a medical problem, may perhaps be called even a psychological problem. That's a field where there's much troubled water, and one psychologist does not agree with another. At any rate, the idea being that when a child is killed, which in effect is exactly what happens to it, it ceases thriving, and oh, I've lost my track of thought. I need a little rest.